aquí no valen los criterios de los demás, ¿eh? Si fulano hace tal cosa, no lo olvides. Fíjate que la lógica en eso no vale.
Meet Fernando. He isn't easily influenced, no trends, no BS. Fernando Remirez de Ganuza founded the eponymous winery in 1989, within the confines of Samaniego in Rioja Alavesa. He had never dreamt of a life in the wine world.
No vale porque yo llevo aquí fabricante de embutidos, mis padres, mi suegro también se dedicaba a las carnes, y de uva no quería ni verla, porque cuando yo decía que no quería estudiar me mandaban al campo. La uva. O sea, es que además me lo ponían y dice, si no quieres estudiar vas a ser un desgraciado. Ya de antemano uno de campo le llamaban desgraciado. ¿Cómo voy a querer ser de campo?
The early days of his initial foray into the wine business involved him brokering vineyards, piecing small plots together, buying and selling, and in some cases, even bartering one piece for another. For nearly 20 years, Fernando methodically sought out the best plots inside the region, and as he puts it, eventually the land starts calling you and traps you, as does the wine made from it. He now owns 104 hectares of vineyards spread across more than 100 plots in Rioja Alavesa, where the average vine age is of 60 years. Unrelenting, a perfectionist with a curiosity to push boundaries, Fernando has always been a staunch advocate in improving the quality of wine. A major focus had always been on cleanliness, improving sanitary conditions in the winery that to this day might seem excessive to others. It goes from big things, like not having any mud or dirt passing through the threshold of the winery, down to incessant cleaning of dust on aging bottles down in the deep cellars, and even a rumored flamethrower against spiderwebs.
Ese orujo puedes quemar aquí lo que quieras, no contamina. Entonces imagínate que esta barriga tiene un poro. Pues lo van a buscar los mosquitos dentro del mes y medio, fijo. Y aquí va a haber 50 mosquitos. Basta, ¡pum! Y los matas. Pero los matas en vez de con insecticida, los matas suelen, no pasa nada.
Before the grapes become wine, they go through 3 rigorous selection process. The first is conducted in vineyards, where only the best is selected. After arriving at the winery, they are placed on a sorting table, where once again, the best is kept. Finally, the grape bunches are divided into 2 parts, tips and shoulders. The shoulders are used for making reserva wines, and the tips, the lower part, are used for making young wines via carbonic maceration. The quality of the grape varies between the upper and lower part of the bunch. Finally, the grapes are destemmed and washed in their own juice before reaching the tank for fermentation. There are 2 vessels for this step, specially designed conical stainless steel tanks, and French oak vats, which they replace every 2 years. After fermentation, the wine is placed in brand new 225-liter oak barrels for malolactic fermentation. They're sourced from 8 different coopers, roughly speaking 80% are French and 20% American. The wines are a reflection of Fernando. After all, he has poured his philosophy as well as part of himself into them. They are a bold statement of what Riojan wines can be. I wouldn't label them as modern. They are far from it. They are wines that respect the traditions of yesteryear, but with Fernando's persevering nature to innovate with modern techniques. All of this wouldn't be possible without the team behind the winery, a tightly knit community that strives to make the best wines possible. From Jesus Mendoza, who runs the technical aspects and winemaking, Cristina Remirez de Ganuza, and Jose Ramon Urtasun, who help make the wines available all over the world.